Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. I did a story over the weekend about this guy right here. 26-year-old Elijah Wilks of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out Milwaukee. This guy right here was supposedly on his way to a funeral when he was killed by off-duty officer who was on his way to work after they got into a minor car accident. Now, in the video, when we first did this, we did two videos on this because they were saying, hey, they were waiting for the body cam footage to come out because evidently the police officer that was on his way to work had a dash cam. And, people were on opposite side of the fence, him saying the policeman was wrong, this and that, without seeing the video. The family seen the video, and then they came back, and I respect them. They said, yeah, he was wrong. Our family member was wrong. And we didn't hear nothing else about it. Now, they all of a sudden released the body cam footage to the public. And I'm going to show it to you today. In my video, I said, there were women on his side of the family, friends and family, saying, hey, we don't believe that. He was a good person. He was this, he was that. But in my video, I said, you never know how men react to conflict with other men. A relationship between you as a sibling or you as a family member or a friend is different than meeting a stranger in times of stress. I want you to take a look at this, and I'll come back with commentary. But if you guys aren't familiar with the story, let me show you the original story, and then I'll follow right behind it with the dash cam unedited. And you'll see for yourself. I think it was wrong on both sides. But you guys tell me what you think in the comments section. Check it out.
And here is what we know right now. Police say that off-duty police officer was wearing plain clothes and got into a minor vehicle accident right near 49th and Mill Road while on his way to work.
Police say he and the other driver got out of their vehicles to assess the damage, and that's when the chief says the other driver pulled a gun.
That subject proceeded to strike the off-duty officer in the face with his firearm. The off-duty officer drew his department-issued firearm, and the two individuals exchanged gunfire, and the subject was struck. The subject, a 26-year-old male, was pronounced deceased at the scene.
Relatives identified the man who died as Elijah Wilks. That family shared this photo with 12 News. The officer who went to a hospital is on administrative leave. The police chief said he's watched video of the incident, and police policy requires a chief present that video to Wilks' family in 2 days and to the public in 15.
The police union president releasing a statement after visiting the officer in the hospital. It reads in part, quote, "Our officer did exactly what any well-trained officer would do. He fought to survive." 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is joining us live right near the scene.
And Hannah, Wilks' family is disputing the chief's account of what happened.
Oh, right, Derek and Deanna. So the family says that Wilks was actually on his way to a funeral when this all occurred here this morning. Family and friends rushing to the scene out here, confused and upset with what police say transpired right here along busy Mill Road. Dozens of close friends and family of this man, 26-year-old Elijah Wilks, gathered along an active police scene Thursday after learning an off-duty officer shot and killed their loved one following a chaotic chain of events.
Elijah's a very soft-spoken, well-mannered person. Good energy, outgoing, all about family and friends, not in the streets at all.
Police say a minor crash led to an altercation between Wilks and the plainclothed officer, which escalated to a shootout. Wilks' friends told 12 News they are not aware of him having a gun and dispute the information from police.
No, they're not telling the truth. That story they posted is not the truth. Quiet. Not the truth at all.
One witness who did not want to be identified told our James Stratton he heard an exchange of gunfire.
It was definitely a momentary pause between one gunshot and the return gunshots.
So you believe there were two separate guns?
Yeah, absolutely.
While a second witness told me a different version. They said that there was an exchange of gunfire. Did you ever see?
I heard one gun.
I didn't hear two different type of gunshots.
The chief says per department policy, they will show the video they've obtained to the family within 48 hours. In the meantime, Wilks' family and friends sharing their heartbreak.
He was a very good friend of my daughter's. I mean, was at my mom's house on a daily basis, eating with us and everything. And to know that he's lying down there in that street right now, I'm just heartbroken.
And Hannah, the officers on administrative duty.
Oh, right. So that officer with 21 years of experience on the Milwaukee Police Department is on administrative duty, which is Milwaukee Police protocol in situations like this. We also know that the West Dallas Police Department will be the ones to take the lead on this investigation.
Hannah Hilliard reporting live for us.
Fuck are you doing? I'm in the fucking lane. Stay down on the ground. Don't move. Walk and flee. Stay on the ground.
Folks, you've seen it. That was the footage right there. You do dirt, you get dirt. Now, I will say this. I think it was wrong on both sides. I do. Once you pay attention, all of you guys that drive, we've all come across asshole drivers or people that want to get in front of us and just force themselves over. A lot of times when it's construction, like in this situation, and they force themselves over to where you ain't got no choice but, you know, them to force themselves in there, and it's fucked up. It's like, I call that entitled driving. People drive crazy, and then all of a sudden they got to get over, and you got to just hit your brakes to let them in because they don't care, because they know a lot of times people ain't going to hit their car. That's the same damn shit. And I will also say on the side of the officer, why I think he's an asshole is he was in an SUV. I don't know if he could see those cones up there, but obviously the guy was trying to get over. You could have tapped the brakes and let him get over. Pissing contest between two men. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? People were swearing to high heaven of how good a guy this guy was, right? The dude that died. And he wasn't in the streets. He wasn't this. I can't tell. He pulled that thing out to settle a dispute, a minor traffic offense, then got out the car, ran up on the man aggressively. What you hit my car for? You a bitch. The guy goes and looks at his car and says, I was fucking in my lane. While he's talking, he already had the gun out. He bust the man in the mouth. My man pulled the gun out. He ain't know he was a cop. And he aired his ass out. Case closed. They both was wrong. White dude, the cop, you know what I'm saying? Seeing he was going to force his way over there. You ain't going to let him get over. Collision happened. And then this guy get out the car and act the fool with a gun in his hand. To a cop he didn't know. Pissing contest between two people. Just like I was saying, men interact with men differently. They do. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to think like you think and act like you act. And then, you know, nobody wanted to hit the brakes. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Wilks had somewhere to be, and wasn't nothing going to stop him to get to his destination. What the guy didn't? The cop, he was trying to get to work. Then it comes down to one moment in time where somebody can hit the brakes and just yield, but neither want to do it. And then the outcome was this. That cop could have let him in there. You know what I'm saying? This guy didn't have to get out the car and handle it like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the cop was wrong with not letting him want to get in there, but he didn't have to lose his life over that. You know what I'm saying? Guy didn't even pull his gun out. He didn't expect all of that. You came up, ran up on him, prejudged him, saw him a fat white dude, probably thought he was a regular dude. You gonna front on him and wind up catching it. It's upsetting, man. I mean, something like that is stupid. I mean, you can get into a yelling match to show your displeasure in any situation, but you getting out with a gun and you ready to act the fool. Then like you hit him and then you walking away and then you got the gun out letting him know you hit him with a gun in case he go to do something. He whip out quick. He air you out. Then he shot him. He ran around the car. He writhing in pain on the ground. He came around the other side. My man don't know if he's still a threat. Blasted him. It's crazy, man. Didn't have to be, but that's the reality. I don't feel sorry for him, but I do think both of them was wrong to some degree. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.